What's up, YouTube? It's another day with the one and only Billy J. And it's Saturday, so it's time to talk about some Smallville. And in this episode, the second episode of the first season was called Metamorphosis. And this episode picks up where the last episode left off. So Lana's coming home from the dance and she goes into her room and puts away her tiara and everything, and she comes upon this box. And as it turns out, Lana doesn't just have one stalker in Clark, he has another in this creepy bug boy. And he's the one that delivers this box into her room, which is a bunch of live butterflies. Now, I don't know about you, I get creeped out about bugs, but I would want to have live butterflies just floating around in my room. They're nice outside and doing their thing, but in my room, no way. When Bug Boy gets home, his mom discovers that he has an obsession with Lana and threatens to send him away to military school. And the Bug Boy, the kid gets all upset and is like, "What about my bugs?"
Hey, who's gonna take care of my bugs?
So I guess on his way to free all the bugs or something, I don't know why he just didn't take them outside in the backyard and let them free, but he's driving down the road with all these bugs in his back seat. And he has a little accident, and of course the bugs get out, and one of them just happened to be filled with radioactive bugs. And they bite and sting him. And thus it transforms this nerdy, greasy, pimply kid into a pretty decent looking guy who's only out for one thing, and that is to mate. And he just so happened to gain some superpowers, because that's how things work in Smallville. So it is confirmed Bug Boy did kill his mom in this episode. And he tries to kill Whitney because Whitney's the only thing standing between him and Lana. So the Bug Boy tries to kill Whitney by making him crash his truck. Luckily, the Kents were on their way home and came across the accident. And of course, Clark had to do his hero thing and pull Whitney out of the truck and try to get away before it exploded. So he pulls him out and then runs just a little bit and then decides to just shield him from the explosion. Couldn't he have just run further away? And unfortunately, that's not how fire works, Clark. Clark isn't gonna fully protect Whitney just by covering his back. And how creepy is Lex? Lex is at the stables where Lana's hanging out because of course she's into ponies. But Lex decides to involve himself in some high school drama, and he wants to basically insert himself in the love triangle between Whitney, Lana, and Clark. And he drops some hints into Lana's ear while he was there, basically to stir up some trouble. Granted, what he was saying was the truth, but still, why involve yourself in this high school drama? Lex doesn't even go to school. In fact, I think Lex is over 21. This episode, Clark truly learns that it's the meteor rocks that make him weak and sick. And most notably, it was Lana's necklace. And unknowingly through Lex, Clark also learns that lead lining also protects him from the meteor rocks. And once again, Lex is meddling in, these high school relationships, and he gives pointers to Clark in trying to break up Whitney and Lana. At the end of the episode, Clark has to take down Bug Boy, who is super strong, but Bug Boy doesn't die or go to jail at the end of the episode. He's basically crushed by a bucket of an excavator, and instead of just showing ooze or whatever come out, he transforms miraculously into thousands of little bugs, and they scurry off. So maybe Bug Boy will return, or perhaps all those little bugs that he transforms into all die. Who knows? And after defeating Bug Boy, Clark watches from afar as Whitney takes Lana back home because he's a stalker. So in this episode, we have one confirmed death and Bug Boy's mom. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts of the episode. And remember, peace, love, unity, respect. Peace out, guys.